Hi, I'm Nico.
And I'm Jack.
And welcome to another podcast.
Hey, we're back here at our favourite canal spot, just in time for sunset.
Just in time for sunset, although the weather has turned slightly and it feels like it may rain, but fingers crossed it won't. And it's also now summer, so I'm sorry, guys.
The mosquitoes are going to be back, and forth.
We are doused in mosquito spray, but they just love our foreign skin.
They do, they really do. So what are we talking about today then?
Wow. Basically, today we are going to talk, we're going to have a little bit of a reminisce. So it's
trip down memory lane.
Trip down memory lane. So basically, it's just been our 4-year China-versary.
Happy birthday. Or happy anniversary.
Happy China-versary. So basically, we've been living in China for 4 years now. Can you believe it?
I can and I can't. It's gone so fast, yet also it feels like everything I've ever known now.
Right, yeah. I have these, I feel exactly the same. It feels like we've been here forever, but also feels like we've just arrived, and it's just a bit crazy. And this time of year, I kind of feel like I like to reminisce and think about the good things, the bad things. So this podcast, we're going to talk about the ways that China has changed us.
Oh, do you think we've changed a lot?
I do think we've changed a lot, yeah.
We have, yeah. We've changed in quite a lot. I would say we have, but then some of it might just be because, we've got 4 years older, so who knows?
Got 4 years older, obviously, we're in a different place. We're not surrounded by our friends and family, so I think that can, that's different as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think the biggest thing, which is probably the elephant in the room of how we've changed, is you guys.
Yeah, we're making videos regularly, every week now, and we've kind of got a bit of an audience growing. I feel like we're building a community, which we are super grateful for.
It's our jobs now.
Yeah,
it's our life.
Exactly, and I feel really grateful that there's other people who can experience our journey here with us through our eyes. So we're able to document it, and also us making videos means that we're going to have something to show the grandkids one day.
Yeah, well, this is the whole reason we started making videos in the first place. When we went to South America, we made some videos. It was more of a hobby, and it was more just for us. So, we could look back on our time there and remember all the great memories. And now, here, we have so many.
120 videos or something we've
crazy.
made now, so it's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. But obviously making videos comes with some slight downfalls, which I think makes us change as well.
Yeah.
We can't go out as much.
When we were back in the UK, we lived, like many young people, a fairly hedonistic lifestyle.
Live for the weekend.
Live for the weekend, partying at the weekend and things. But here, we do still go out. We have a lot of fun. But a lot of the time, we have fun during the day.
And we just can't afford the hangover. We can't be hungover because we have to work at weekends. And
that's not to say we haven't had a few interesting drinking experiences. Put a clip in here, Jack.
Oh dear, I don't know what that's going to be. Yeah, socializing in general does take a little bit of a hit when we make videos because we often spend most of our time doing this, which we do love, don't get me wrong, and I love spending all of my time with you.
Of course.
But it means we have to kind of sacrifice going out with friends a lot because this is more important to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if we were back in the UK, then we probably wouldn't be as, committed to making videos. So, Ganbei, cheers to another day. So, speaking about each other and spending a lot of time together, obviously that's a pretty big one that changed since we moved to China.
Yeah, for sure. We got married?
Yeah!
What, right answer. Well done, Jack.
Well done, Jack. 10 points. Yeah, we got married here. I'm sure you've heard us talk about it. We're not going to dwell on that for too long. But I think because we came together and obviously we work together, we live together, we are a lot more dependent on each other. So I feel like we maybe were a little bit more independent.
Yeah, absolutely. I think obviously when we were back in the UK, we knew a lot more people. We had a lot of our own friends, our work friends, things like that.
Yeah.
But here, we've come here together. So all the relationships we've formed, we've done it together. And people know us as a couple. So. And
that's not a bad thing. I like spending my time with you.
Absolutely. And I think. Drink break.
I definitely think that coming to China has made me a little bit more adventurous.
Absolutely, and I think we have the motivation because we're like, okay, well, we could go make a video about this. Let's go try something totally different that we never would really otherwise think to do.
Woohoo! We made it! But it's not just adventure. I feel like, especially you,
Me?
Especially you, because I'm quite adventurous when it comes to food, but especially you have been super adventurous when it comes to food in China. There is a lot of things that I feel like you would never have tried.
A lot of the time when you're traveling, there isn't a choice, is there?
No.
If you want to eat, you got to eat that.
Yeah.
And
I'm proud of you.
yeah, and I think I love spicy food, so the spice is no issue for me. But yeah, I think it's made us step outside of our comfort zone and grow as people.
New cultures do that, and I just love learning about new cultures. And I think
Same.
it's obviously moving here. I knew a little bit about China, but moving here has just like expanded my knowledge completely.
Yeah, I think we're so much smarter as people, like because our eyes have been opened a bit to the world. Like China is a world within the world,
my
you know,
God,
the Middle
yeah.
Kingdom, and there's so much to learn about that people in the West literally have no idea about. So I feel
No.
like every day when we kind of go and see things, maybe when you first arrive, you're just like, wow, that's so different. Wow, that's so different. But over time, you start to learn, like, well, why is it like that? Again, making videos, we've dived into a lot of topics and had to think about, like,
Yeah, definitely.
why are things the way they are? And it's super interesting, I would say.
And there's lots of like cultural values and things that I think if we did move back home and we started a family, I would like to take with me. Like one, for instance, is I definitely want to teach our unborn child, if we have kids, I want them to start learning a language from a really young age.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, which a lot of people do here. A lot of people start to learn
We'll
English
teach our
here.
kid Chinese so that by the time they're 5, they're fluent.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to learn like a language as a kid, and like
Definitely.
many Chinese kids are learning English as a small child, and like I wish I'd learned Chinese as a child because we're learning now, but
it's so hard.
as an adult it's hard. That's
it's
for sure.
so hard. I completely agree. So I have a bit of a personal one. So I feel like before I came to China, I was really quite confident. And I feel like this past year has kind of maybe knocked my confidence a little bit because
Yep.
we spent a lot of time in the house.
Yep.
And maybe being in the public eye a little bit more hasn't helped.
No, of
because
course.
we get a lot of mean comments and
Yep.
you try not to think about them, but it's so hard as a human being to not focus on the really awful comment rather than like the 50 amazing comments. You always focus on that really awful one, and especially if
It weighs you down, doesn't
it
it?
does weigh you down, especially if it's about your appearance or the way you speak or like more of a personal attack rather than just like being about like China or whatever. And it can be quite heavy on your shoulders. So I feel like it's not my confidence a little bit,
Yep.
but
So leave some nice comments right now.
be nice to me.
Pause the video, scroll down, tell Nico how lovely she looks in this sunset. Because, she needs the confidence, right? The confidence boost. Be nice, guys.
Hit that subscribe button as well. But yeah, I feel like my confidence has been knocked a little bit, but I think most people's probably confidence and anxiety has grown a lot this year because
I think COVID is a big part
everybody's
of that.
been
That's
stuck
just
inside.
natural. That's natural. Like, especially when you're living in another country. So
Yeah.
we're a long way from our family. We don't know what's going on there. Like,
Time zones, we can't talk to them very much.
yeah.
And also, like, social media is just so big right now and such an important and people can hide behind their screen. And it's just, I think it's quite damaging for a lot of people.
And we have to be on it a lot. You're
We
on
have
social
to,
media a lot, but
yeah.
because this is our job, right? So we
Yeah.
have to engage with social media. But
Mhm.
a lot of the time, like, you just kind of need a couple of days off because
Yeah.
there's so many mean people out there who just use the internet
Well, this
just
year,
to spread hate.
just to spread hate. This year, I've tried to kind of focus more on that, have a bit of a thicker skin. And if I just need some time, I take some time. If I don't reply to your comments, I've not been as good as I used to be because I just can't. Sometimes it's just hard.
Yeah.
But I appreciate each and every one of you that do leave nice
Yeah, we
comments.
read
because-
all of the comments, don't we? Like,
I do read all of them.
The
That's-
nice, the horrible, and the funny.
Yeah.
I especially love the funny. So keep the funny ones coming, guys. She's got an iPhone. She doesn't even know how to use it. If anyone knows how to rotate the screen on an iPhone, you could drop that in the comment below.
Okay, so that's enough of that pity party. I think.
Let's stop feeling sorry for ourselves.
Yeah, I think let's end on a slightly lighter note.
Yep.
And one thing that has definitely changed for us about living here is the fact that when we moved here, we said we would stay for a year.
That wasn't true, was it? It
That
didn't-
was not true at all.
Well, 1 year quickly turns 2 years, 2 years, 3, 4, 5. I'm
Yeah,
sure it's
4
going to
to
go on
5.
and on.
Yeah, and I think, like, obviously at the minute we are kind of stuck here. We can't leave, but I don't really see it as stuck. I see it as we're thriving and we're building a life here.
Yeah, this is our life now,
Mm-hmm.
and we're incredibly grateful for it. We're incredibly grateful for all you guys at home.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for all your support because, it's been a tough
Couldn't
year.
have done it without you.
Yeah, it's been a tough year for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think having the support of like our audience and our community has been really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
And I mean, we aren't going to stay here forever. I mean, we say that. Obviously, we proved that just wrong. But we aren't going to stay here forever. But I think China will always have a piece of our heart. And no matter when or where, whenever we leave, we will come back here at least once a year, I think, forever.
Yeah, well, we're always going to come back to make videos, aren't we? Probably.
Yeah, probably, if we do ever leave.
You're not getting rid of us.
Yeah, because we love it. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed our little bit of a reminisce. We wanted to keep it short and sweet before we get attacked by all of these mosquitoes.
Yep.
Try not to itch so much today.
Yeah, it's not been too bad, has it?
But this was fun. I think it's time to go for a drink.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. See you
I was
later,
gonna
guys.
cheers to